Welcome back, friends. We are now on card 13, the Death card. How many movies and TV shows have you seen where the moody music is played and the Death card is shown? Now, we know that the Death card is more about change and transformation, new beginnings. There may be tears, there might even be relief. It's the inevitable ending. The door is closing, but another opens. It's also facing our greatest fear, the great unknown. So we have a lot of symbols in this card to unpack. First of all, we have the black banner with the white mystic rose, showing how life and death are connected. We've got the crown that's toppled over, showing that the old ways have been overthrown. The king is being trampled on, showing that it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. The change is inevitable and it will dethrone you. It will inevitably happen. We've got the bishop praying. He's praying into it. We've got a woman who is turning away. She's denying it. Probably thinking if she doesn't look, it won't happen. And there's a child who is offering flowers and accepting the change, welcoming it. We've got a ship just under the horse's belly that is showing that despite all this chaos, life will continue on. And finally, if you look in the right corner, we've got the two towers, kind of resembling the ones in the moon card, but there is a sun. And the discrepancy is that sun rising or is it setting? If you look in the pictorial key book by Waite, he calls that the sun of immortality. So fascinating to look at this, fascinating to think of how this card brings fright, how it makes people unnerved, but those that understand it realize that, you know, this means change. So let's look at a few other cards. From the Witch's Tarot. Here we have a similar take. We've got the skeletal figure on Death's horse, the white horse with the white mystic rose, and they are parading through, and there are the towers in the background with the sun, and there's the child offering flowers and welcoming the change. This one is a different take altogether. We've got the skeletal figure of Death, almost looking bored. And if you look closely, there is a white flower in his hand. He is sitting next to the hourglass, you know, showing that time, it doesn't matter. It's inevitable. Below him is the toppled king and the toppled crown. This is from the Archangel Tarot, and it has Archangel Azrael, and if you look, it's showing peace, it's showing release, and it's the angel of death. His wings are outspread and he is welcoming. There's kind of an archway behind him with doves for peace, with a light shining through. So it's more of a release, let go, and move forward. Here's one a little more menacing, and this is Odin coming through. Look at all his ravens. Look at those wolves coming through. Behind him, we have a lit area, probably, you know, Valhalla or whatever, but there's a lot going on. You can see kind of hints of it behind him, but you have to transition through that doorway, through that gate. An interesting one. Here's Death as a female. Her horse is a skeleton in this case, but she is riding through wintertime, you know, the cold, still, dead season, with a little snowdrop starting to appear right next to her. So as she is coming through winter, life is starting to appear. And notice how she is decorated in ribbons as a celebration, and her arm is up in greeting. This is another view of the angel of death, and not a frightening skeleton or grim reaper, but just an angel that is calmly welcoming this soldier, showing the way through as he transforms, as he welcomes it in awe and wonder. A lot of it has to do with how we face this. Is it fear? Is it curiosity? Look at this dragon. More of a Lord of the Rings, smoke and ash type thing. But this dragon's gaze has obviously caused death. And there are different reactions in the skeletons below. We have the dog, which is sitting in obedience and affection. We have the human who just, the king there, you can see the crown next to him, he's defeated. A horse who has just been, laid dead. And there's a skeleton next to the horse who is grieving or in fear. So again, we are laid bare, stripped of all mortality and shown. Here's one. Mystic cats. And, yes, it does look sad that the cat is either, sleeping, possibly passed away, but what's important to remember here, the beams of light that are shining down on it and the transformation, change of the cat turning into a spirit. See how it's flowing through the card and moving away with the light. In this card, death is viewed by the moth. And as we know, moths and butterflies have transformation, go into their little cocoon, and they come out as this, beautiful winged creature. The dead branches below and the moon up above shining, and the moth is flying towards the light. Another view of transformation. This is showing that mystic white rose of life, and this is showing a snake that is shedding its skin. So again, we have change. Another take on the metamorphosis, the transformation, the change, is the butterfly breaking free and flying. And one more for you here. This shows a little fox as the Grim Reaper, not frightening, but opening its arms. There's a little bird who has passed away, and the angel of death, the fox, is spreading its arms out and welcoming the bird's spirit. And look how happy and free the bird's spirit is. Transformation. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of what, is thought of as a frightening card, and looked at it with a different take, that, it's not fear, it's change. So we'll keep moving forward, and we will go on to card 14. Talk then.